Hi, and welcome to CRS TV. I'm Amy Marsalis. Well, can you believe it? It's already Friday of CRS week, but before we get to the many things still to come at CRS 2013, here are some of Thursday's highlights.
You guys own this audience. You have an IV into these people's lives.
Nationally known political strategist David Dixon opened the morning with unique insights on the challenge of connecting the right message with users. He spoke with us about the local advantage radio retains over other media.
We use lots of different ways to get our messages out, and we've found over the last couple of years that country music and radio in general is more powerful than people think.
Cumulus CEO Lou Dickey was on hand to discuss the impact of New York City's new Nash FM and its positioning to become a national brand.
We found ourselves with 83 country radio stations, now 84, and it put us in a position where we were the largest country broadcaster. And so we knew that this was a content vertical that we wanted to get deep in based on the hand that we had. And so New York was a logical extension for us, and what we were looking for was this national brand. And the Nash is something that it's different, it's bigger, and we think some of the feedback we've had from people in the New York area as well as advertisers, it's hip, it's cool, it's different, and it makes country more accessible to more than just what would have been thought of as a stereotypical audience. And so we know the audience is big, we know people like country music, so we wanted to wrap it in a brand and an entertainment experience that was more transcendent than what had been in the past.
Johnny Chang is PD at Houston's KKBQ. He sees today's country as a driving force in pop culture.
And it's not just the TV show Nashville, but with the way ABC has embraced the CMAs, American Idol with Carrie. Country is not unhip anymore.
If you've been seeing your fellow attendees wearing buttons to promote it, no, that's not the name of a new act. It's the name of a new test that could just save your life. I talked with Dr. Brad Bale about its benefits.
This test concentrates on evaluating whether or not there's inflammation of the artery. And we now have proof through big genetic studies that inflammation is the cause of arterial disease.
I spent a few minutes getting the test myself, and it may not be too late for you. The folks from the Cleveland Heart Lab have told us they expect to have a limited number of tests available today. Even though it's the last day of CRS 2013, there's still a lot to see and do, starting with this morning's 9 a.m. highlight panel featuring Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Internationally acclaimed broadcast consultant Valerie Geller will be here later this morning to help you identify strategies that can increase ratings and revenue in today's multi-platform media universe. Lunchtime brings music from the artist of Black River Entertainment. Join us in the Performance Hall on Level 1 for music from Craig Morgan, Kelly Pickler, and Sarah Darling. This afternoon, it's a social media watch and learn presented by Direct Marketing Results President Trip Eldridge. Beginners are welcome as Trip reviews how the big three social media platforms work and how to use Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to your advantage. Of course, tonight, CRS 2013 comes to a phenomenal close with the New Faces show. That's the end of this edition of CRS TV, but it's not the end of our coverage of CRS 2013. We'll be back next week to wrap up all of this year's highlights and to set the stage for CRS 2014. Until then, I'm Amy Marsalis for CRS TV.